Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Guess what today is? Today is World Book Day. And to celebrate, I want to tell you about 7 books that I've read that have locations set around the world. So gather around, boys and girls. This was a fun activity for me because I was able to use my Goodreads app. So if you aren't following me over there on Goodreads, make sure you are checking me out. I went through all the books that I've read since 2020. Here are 7 books that will take you around the world. So let's go. I'm going to start with Black Cake by Charmaine Wickerson. And so you may recognize this book. It is a historical fiction, and there is an adaptation of this book on Hulu last year. So the book starts off in Jamaica, where the main character, the mother, she's from there, and she eventually gets to London. This is where she meets the love of her life, and somehow the kids, they made it back to the States, but the story keeps flashing back to Jamaica and then London. I don't want to give any spoilers, but the mother does pass away, and so the siblings, they are left with trying to figure out what their mother's real story and how she grew up. The next book that I want to talk about is Mame by Jessica George. Now, this book had mixed reviews in these bookish streets. I thought it was just okay. This was actually a book club read for my virtual book club. And Maddie, she is living in London by way of Ghana, Africa. And so we have that dynamic there. And she's actually taking care of her father. He is suffering with a chronic illness, while her brother, he does his own thing, y'all. And then her mother, check this out, she's back and forth between Ghana, not even paying attention to her husband, from Ghana to London. The next book that I want to tell you about from around the world is Clap When You Land. This book is by Elizabeth Acevedo. This book, it's set in the DR, okay, and New York City. So we have 2 different settings. So this is about 2 sisters, and they only find out about each other. One is in the DR, one is in New York, and they only find out about each other because their dad, he dies in a plane crash. And I actually read that this story is loosely based off of some real events. So there was a flight, it was a flight that crashed in New York, and it was in 2001, 2 months after 9/11 actually, and it was on its way to the Dominican Republic. 250 Dominicans actually did perish on this flight. That's the book. The 2 sisters, they're trying to, put the pieces back together once again. The next book that I want to talk about all over the world is Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. This was one of my favorite reads from 2023. It's about Janelle's ex-boyfriend and her sister is getting married. Yes, you heard me right. The main character's ex-boyfriend and her sister are getting married. The wedding takes place in Tulum, Mexico. Like, how wild is that? The Instagram girlies collectively have named Rome, the main male character, and best man of the wedding as all of their boyfriends. Because not my boyfriend, because I already got one. You know what I mean? Anyway, that book was so great, how Rome swept Janelle off her feet, and everybody is just swooning, including myself, because it was pretty profound the way that man got down about that woman. But have y'all read Queenie by Candace Carty Williams? Now, I just saw yesterday that book is getting a Hulu series. So it was a very popular book when it was released, and it's based off the main character, whose name is Queenie. She breaks up with her long-term boyfriend, and it seems like, oh girl, she just continues to just spiral, and she's just spiraling in the streets of London, just trying to find her footing And it's like a train wreck to watch, actually. The last book that I want to tell you about from all around the world is Born to Cry by Trevor Noah. Now, Trevor Noah, he's one of my favorite humans. This is his memoir, and I consider it a love letter to his mom. When I tell you I cried, I laughed, and I was educated about South Africa. This book really is a great story. This man's existence is actually considered a crime in South Africa because his mom is black and his dad is white. Well, he's Swiss German, but they wasn't supposed to procreate, and so him just walking around is the definition of a crime. I recommend this book because, listen, I was thoroughly entertained. And if you made it this far in this video, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment to this video. And don't forget to share this content with another fellow baby reader. And until next time, bye.
I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart.
North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist around your head, spin it like a helicopter. North Carolina, come on and raise up. This one's for you. This one's for us, us, us.
Better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find, give all my love, and nothing's gonna tear us apart.